Colliders, welcome back to another episode here of World Collide. That's Miss Diva Talks.
But yeah.
I'm JW. You're on TikTok a lot, and you love watching food TikTok.
Not all
Not
of food TikTok.
Josh and his mom.
Oh Lord, no, no,
Our
especially
dollar,
not
our
Josh and
dollar
his
store
mom.
show. Our dollar store show
I watch him.
that you still have yet to follow.
Cheap and I don't follow Josh and his mom.
It's just algorithm. But yeah, some things on TikTok. Question. And with that being said, you think we should see what they think we should judge what they're cooking?
I'm a little worried.
Yeah. We listen and we judge over here, y'all. Let's see.
TikTok cooking, a phrase that would make a Navy SEAL pee their pants. Now, we've seen our fair share of, not so great cooking on this channel, but it seems like TikTok has the unique ability to always one-up what we've seen. And, well, today is no exception. Now, we looked at the TikTok account, Silly Girl, a few months ago, and I decided to go check on them, see how they're doing, and that might have been a mistake. You see, I really thought during the last video that this account was just some sort of joke, that they weren't really making these recipes to be serious, that it was just kind of a satirical account, but the fact that months later they are still continuing with the same kinds of recipes does not really help with that theory. Either that or they're just extremely dedicated to making terrifying recipes. Don't know which one would be worse, but we did not come here to discuss the logistics of a TikTok cooking account. We're here to watch things that scare us enter an oven, so let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
We're going to start by grating the frozen chicken breast.
It's never a good sign when you are literally not even 2 seconds into a video and they're already doing something like grating a chicken breast. I can safely say I have never seen this happen in my entire life. This cannot be a genuine cooking technique, right? Please tell me I'm right.
Flip my chicken around here, and this is what it should look like when you're done. I'm going to take our shredded chicken, and I'm going to transfer it to a bowl. Crack an egg here.
But you could have done that after you cooked it. You could have shredded it then.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna add some salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of breadcrumbs. Now we're gonna mix all this together. Once you're done mixing, you wanna mold it together almost like a hamburger patty. Now take some saran wrap.
So you're molding it back to a chicken?
yes.
Place it over your bowl. We want to place that inside our bowl.
One thing you can guarantee if you're following a recipe off of TikTok is that you are going to go through about 17 unnecessary steps to make something that could have been made in about 5 minutes. I cannot think of a single use you would have for this recipe if you need a whole bowl for one patty. You're going to use every bowl you have in your house trying to make enough food to feed a family.
Now we're going to take our chicken and we're going to place it into our bowl. We want to mold that to the bowl. Now we're going to fold over the saran wrap and do each side. Flip it over this way, nice and tight. Now
First off, who has saran wrap in their house?
I do.
I don't even know what to use it for.
To wrap up food?
Yeah, if you can get the motherfucker unwrapped, yeah.
Once that's wrapped, we want to place it into the freezer for about an hour.
I like how she wore gloves, presumably to not have to touch the raw chicken directly, and then proceeds to touch every single thing in her kitchen without taking off the gloves. Really not doing much for yourself.
All right, let's see if we can unwrap this thing. Oh, just going to unravel the rest here. Place that into our...
She is about to fry it. She's about to fry it when she could have just...
Flour, nice and gentle. I'm going to coat that completely. All right, goes into our egg now. I want to cover it all up. Now it goes into our breadcrumbs. There we go. All right, let's give it a nice flip again. Now we're going to pop this into the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, so it's actually been about 30 minutes. Let's take a look. Whoa!
So basically, you've managed to make breadcrumb coated chicken in about 400 extra steps. I mean, seriously, what is it with these life hack and cooking hack channels always trying to trick you into thinking their way is less work? It is literally always more effort to use their methods.
Wow! All right, we're just going to cut this in half now. Oh, that's cutting nice and smooth. Nice and slow. All right, you ready? That looks just like bread. All right, I'm going to grab some mayo here. There we go. Now we're going to place some burgers. Now we're going to place some cheese. I'm going to place another burger. I'm going to place a little bit of ketchup. One more layer of cheese.
More ketchup on
crispy bacon. And to top it off, our burger bun. There you go. Look at that.
You know what?
She made a chicken bun.
Chicken still raw.
Probably.
don't want to. I don't like what I'm seeing, quite frankly. You have just created a monster. I thought we were making a vessel for some sort of sauce, some sort of basic chicken meal, and you mean to tell me you have created a hamburger bun out of chicken? Is this legal? Because it shouldn't be, at least not doing it this way.
So we're going to start with the block of Velveeta cheese.
You just know if you're on a social media site and you're watching a cooking video and a block of Velveeta cheese gets thrown into the mix, it's not going to end well.
We're going to add some macaroni noodles. Add about halfway up the cheese. Now we're going to add some heavy whipping cream. You just want to use enough to cover the noodles. That's enough right there.
No, I'm not going to Ramsay. I'm not you. But I like to think I have a little bit of knowledge. So with that little bit of knowledge I have, and the noodles be already like soft in the pot boiling somewhere?
Apparently not,
Oh,
because they didn't came up with a way of how to make spaghetti without having to boil the noodles first. Yeah, I know. I know.
Right there. Now we're going to add some freshly grated Monterey Jack cheese. And last
Why didn't you grate the Velveeta though?
you know why.
little bit right here. Make that nice and even. Now we're going to add about 1 cup of water. It's going to help our noodles cook. Now I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese. Now we're going to place this into the oven at 375 for 30 minutes.
What is with these channels and being so adamantly against cooking pasta in the traditional way? I mean, this looks fine, except for the fact that you just didn't at least kind of cook the pasta before you put it in. I mean, fine is kind of a gracious term, I will admit. There's enough cheese in this dish to kill a large horse, but you know what I mean.
Now while that's baking, we're going to make our topping. I'm going to add some breadcrumbs.
And she's making a topping.
What? Why is there?
Need a
I'm
lot
not
to
trusting
cover
the
the
process.
top. Now we're going to add some melted butter. There we go. I'm going to give this a light mix here. Combine all that together. So when it looks like brown sugar, that's when you know it's ready. Now we're going to add some seasoning. Add some garlic powder, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, some parsley flakes to make it look pretty, and last but not least, some grated Parmesan
I want to see like the left of how the kitchen look with all these fucking dishes.
cheese.
You know they got
The more I watch these videos, the more I realize that these dishes are pretty much all made of the same ingredients, just a few differences here and there. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this woman not bread something.
We're going to start with 2 eggs in our Doritos bag. Next, we're going to add a little bit of milk.
You know what? No, I'm not even gonna humor this one. Sorry, people, I have standards.
We're going to start by adding some
Thank you.
boiled
Thank you.
pasta, and I want to fill it about 3/4 way up. Crack 1 egg. There we
And a
go.
cake. And a cake.
Nice and pretty. Next, we're going to add some milk. I'm using about 175 milliliters. Next, we're going to add some vegetable oil, just using a 1/4 cup here. Now we're going to give it a little bit of flavor using paprika. Next, I'm going to add some nutmeg. Let's give
Ugh, paprika doesn't even got a taste to it. What are you talking about?
You know them people.
it a nice flavor as well. I'm going to pop
Who's
both
the man?
yolks, and I'm going to gently stir this around.
I mean, at least the pasta is boiled, I guess. But this is still just dumb stunt food. She literally poured the pasta out of a mixing bowl that she could have just done this in, but instead, to get more comments and feed the algorithm, she mixes it in a very inefficient way so people get angry. And, it's working.
It's
I
working.
find that by twisting this works best. Now I'm going to sprinkle some of that feta in here, make it nice and cheesy. Next, I'm going to finally chop up some fresh parsley. We're going to make it nice and pretty and colorful. We're going to give this another toss. It's one of my favorite meals in the world. Okay, now we're going to place this into the oven at 355 for about 30 minutes. Wow, that's perfect.
30 minutes.
Yes, if you entered this into the burnt noodle with egg and nutmeg competition, I think you might just win first place.
Listen to that sizzle. Okay, we're going to take a cutting board now. Place it on top. Very slowly and
That
gently.
sounded disgusting.
Wow, it worked!
Oh, really? It did? I suppose me and you might have different definitions of that word.
So the first thing we want to do is dip a taco shell in some cake mix.
That's gotta be the first time a human being has ever said that in history. Now it's time we dip a taco in some cake mix? What? Look, I know people joke about Americans' diets, but I promise we do not eat this way.
Want to make sure we fully cover that. Now that it's completely covered, we want to dip it in some hot oil. Be gentle, don't burn your fingers. This one should be done. Take it out and transfer.
She's frying an already fried taco because she dipped it in cake batter.
I could see this like at a state fair somewhere. I still wouldn't fuck with it.
For that over here, right next to the other one. Now we're going to take another taco shell and place it inside for it to hold its shape while it dries. Now once they're cool, we're going to remove our taco shells and place them into our taco holder.
You know what's sad? I could definitely see this being on the dessert menu at one of those taco shops that charge like $14 a taco, and I bet people buy it.
Look how cute.
If anything other than dessert is going in these tacos,
I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out.
That is. We're going to pour some water in a pot and bring that to a boil. Place a bowl on top here, and we're going to melt some chocolate. Set that in there. See how that's steaming? That's going to melt our chocolate nicely. So smooth. And we're going to fill our tacos. Oh yeah, this is the best dessert ever. I'm going to take a banana and chop that nice and fine. I'm going to take our bananas and place them inside. A few more here. Now I'm going to grab some strawberries. I'm going to chop.
I'm trying to give it a chance because at least we're shredded chicken in the damn tacos.
No, there is no chance. No, there is no chance to give.
These up like our bananas, nice and fine.
That's a big ass strawberry though.
1, 2. That's better. Couple more things. I'm gonna scoop up some ice cream here. It's the best. My favorite. All right, now last one here.
You know, this has the potential to be delicious. If you were to just...
That's what I said.
You know?
At least it was all sweet stuff.
Like, okay, hear me out. If I didn't watch her make it and I saw this on the menu somewhere, I would probably try it. Probably would. But I watched her make it.
Some cake batter and shape it into the form of a taco, but the fact that there is an actual taco shell inside of this just ruins it. You can't just fry away the taste of a pre-bought taco shell. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the flavors of strawberries and ice cream and the flavors of an old El Paso taco shell do not exactly mix. Well guys, another day, another video full of horrifying...
Help me if I buy into a taco and if I buy into a sweet looking dessert taco and I taste a fucking taco shell, I'm crashing out. Crashing out.
Old El Paso taco.
That's the equivalent of sitting there.
There were so many other things that she could have done.
Yeah.
She
could have used the cake batter and formed it just like a pancake and stuffed it in like the taco holder as a shape thingy. We need tougher laws.
As always, Colitis, if you enjoyed this reaction, go ahead and hit the like button, share with someone you think will like it as well. If you want to check out this YouTuber's YouTube channel for yourself or this video for yourself, the links, of course, will be in the description below. And along with it, you can find me and the official JW on our own YouTube platforms. Anything else?
I ain't got shit to say.
Bye, y'all.
Later.